We are still on Jenkins. This time, we want to look at Maven projects. In the past, we've done freestyle projects, but also done pipeline projects. But right now, we are looking for Maven projects. Okay, now I'm looking through. I can't seem to find the tab to get that done. So what do I need to do? The first thing I need to do is to ensure that I have Maven installed on the GUI of Jenkins. Okay, I want to check what I have. Global to configuration. So if I don't have any, this is also where I need to install. Okay, so I come in here, I see that I have something installed already. I have this installed. If I don't, this is where I need to install. Okay, now, what else? The main thing we need to be looking out for, and say, the main thing we need to be looking out for is a plugin called Maven integration. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check available and search for Maven integration. Okay, that's it. So I want to install without restart. Success. Success. So if I go back to my dashboard and I click on new item, I will see Maven project, right? So I can do Maven project with this. Okay, so now let's say we want to create a Maven project, and let me say Maven P. Okay, let's call this Maven P. That's my Maven project. So I want to select Maven project. I click on OK. So to ensure that we do not waste so much time, I've configured my pom.xml with my private IP addresses. I've also gone ahead to set up my Jenkins. Let's verify that. To search through Jenkins, sudo find dash name. We are looking for settings.xml. Now, the settings.xml that we have up here, this one relates to the installation that was done on the command line using sudo yum, okay? This has been updated for the previous task we undertook. Now, for this particular one, Maven 3.8.6, there's need for this to also be updated with Nexus details. Otherwise, you will get 401 unauthorized error when trying to install, because we are invoking this particular one for the purpose of the exercise we want to do. Whereas if you have it here and there's nothing here, it means there's really no authorization, right? So we need to set up this settings.xml server style so that it can communicate with Nexus. Okay, I've done that anyway, but this is something you should take note of. Okay, now that all settings have been done, configurations have been done, we can just go ahead to the business of the day and do our, okay, let's go ahead and look at what we need to do. Okay, The first thing is to go to source code management and select Git. I want to take, this is the project that we want to work on, a private project. I go ahead and impute that. Okay. I select credentials, GitHub path authentication, personal access token. Okay. Because that project does not have master branch, it has main. I can leave it blank. Okay. Or I could have written main. Now I scroll down to where the action is, right? Because this is a Maven project and the system understands that the build script for Maven is usually pom.xml. It is not impossible you have a different name. So if you do, modify this accordingly, right? But it's pom.xml that we have. So the main build that we need to get done is to run our build, we'll do mvn install, right? So the goal there is install. But because I want to clean, in case I'm running this again, I want to clean before installing, okay? So that's my build. That's my build. So what next? After build, I want to look at post-build step. After build, what happens, right? I want to do my sonar. Invoke top-level Maven targets. I want to do my sonar. Remember, Maven 3.8.6, mvn sonar. Plugin is sonar. Goal is sonar. Okay, mvn sonar. So I want to add another build step. Let's say I want to do using the same Maven installation. I want to do clean, deploy. Okay. The goal to backup artifacts is deploy. Okay, so I want to clean because I have target created when I ran install. So I want to clean, deploy. Okay, so then finally we can look at post build action. What do we want to do? We want to deploy to container. Okay, so I want to say any file, right, in target directory that ends in .war. Okay, I want it for the purpose of this build to go to Maven P. Okay, that's the name I want. That's the name I want the deployment called Maven P.war. Okay, so Maven P. So I'm looking for Tomcat. The version of Tomcat I have, Tomcat. The version I have is Tomcat 9 point something. Let's see, 9 point something. Okay, so that's set. So I want to select a credential deployer. Okay, so I want to copy my Tomcat URL. My Tomcat URL is this. But because I don't want to come here to modify subsequently, I want to replace this with a private IP address. So I come to Tomcat to copy the private IP address, that I don't have to do this over and over again. So I put the private IP address here. Then that's about all. So I want to apply, then save. So let's do our build. Build now. Let's see what happens. Console. output. Okay. So the first thing we did is to ensure we have our Maven installation on the GUI. Then afterwards, we got the plugin in, the plugin that we needed to get this done, and we started. And that's it, it's a success. Okay, so let's confirm what we have. I believe it was Maven P, we called it Maven P. Okay, so that's it. So let's check the time we have. This last was 10:47. Let's refresh. Okay, we have the updated one 1 minute ago. Okay, so what else did we do? Let's check Nessus. Browse, take no snapshots. So let's see what we have. Okay, there's a lot. Okay, so this is the most recent one we have. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, see you in another session.